Being misunderstood is something that a lot of us do go through on our daily basis, especially within the community or the society where we live nowadays, where you are being judged by your cover. I mean, just because somebody said and this other person said, and immediately when they see you, they finalize that what has been told about you is the fact and nothing but fact. Nobody wants to make requirements. Nobody want to, make research before judging. We just jump straight into the basket and say, yes, this person said this, and that's it. And that is a lot of things. That is um the major problem that a lot of us do go through, especially I myself. I have been through that while growing up. I mean, I was never this outspoken woman. I mean, these days you don't tell me what to do. You don't tell me how to behave or how to do my things. I do what I want to do because there came a point where I had to stand in front of the mirror and say, you know what, Flora, this life is a journey. You don't want to accomplish your journey based on the expectation that is being given by people. I mean, you don't want to live this beautiful life one day and find yourself in the other side of the world with a lot of regret. You find yourself, instead of resting in peace, you rest in pieces because you will be trying to blame yourself for not actually being you or doing what you really wanted to do. And I feel like that is wrong. I feel like um, because of the judgment and the expectation that we are being required, to follow by the people around us, by the society we find ourselves, it will make it difficult for us, especially young generation, to actually discover who we truly are as a person. I mean, if you are not being given the opportunity to do what you want, to go out there to experience what you want, to be you for you, because the problem in this life is the fact that when you decide to be you, it becomes a problem. I mean, now, if you are actually being misunderstood for trying to be you, then what is the point of being a good girl? What is the point of trying to follow the rules? I mean, why don't I just break all the rules and follow what my heart wants? I mean, the 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 point that they made is the fact that if you are not giving us the opportunities to to do what we want to do as a person, how are we going to know who we truly are? How are we going to discover our strength, our ambition, our dreams? How are we going to know the path that we have to follow? How are we going to make mistakes and learn from them? Because for you to grow as a person, for you to understand what life is all about. I mean, life is boring without mistake. We learn what life is all about by through the mistakes that we make in life. I mean, I have made a lot of mistakes back then. Those that I'm proud of, those that I'm not proud of. But every morning I wake up, it's a click point in my head. I would be like, okay, for me to do this one or two things, I have to follow one, two, three steps. Why? Because I have made mistakes about the same thing in the past, and I don't want to find myself in that situation anymore. I just wish the society or the people living around us could understand the humanity, could understand us as an individual, because the problem we have is the fact that we prefer to listen to what other people say about other people rather than going straight to that particular person and finding out yourself. And that is a lot of problem even in relationship, marriages and stuff. You prefer to listen or you judge you judge other people or you judge situation based on what is being told to you by another person. I just feel growing up for me was just I don't know. I mean, I had a lovely I live with people who love me, who appreciate me, who encourage me. But the problem here is going out and you wish or you pray to be treated the same way that you are being treated by your family member. I mean, I was, you know, body shame going up. Not because I don't have a good shape. I mean, God has blessed me. I'm well shaped. I love my body. I'm proud of my body. But growing up, going to school, I was always being misunderstood by people. I remember one time when I was in school, and then going up high school, I was fire, man. I was like, nobody can tell me what to do. Sexy girl and everything. And I remember a lot of ladies will come to me and they'll be like, Flora, how do you do this? How do you cope? How do you obtain this? How do you do it? And then I will always tell them, I'm not an exercise person. I can't kill myself for exercise in this life. But I try to maintain myself as a person. So they will basically go home and try to follow what I said to them. And when it's not working, they will come back and try, to blame me or try to make me feel like a bad person or try to embarrass or try to misunderstood me or try to, I don't know, put all different kind of feelings out there. And I remember this other incident. I was in the bathroom. I think I was in grade 12. I will never forget it. And this other lady came to me after I must have told her what I do to maintain myself. And she said to me, she was with her friends. I mean, they were, having everything and stuff. And she came to me and she was like, with her friends actually. And she was like, I know, I finally found the reason why Flora have this sexy body. It's because you go around sleeping around with sugar daddy. Now, here's the point. One thing I have learned in this life is the fact that if you want to have peace of mind, if you want to live longer, sometimes you got to learn how to agree with the devil. Make the devil understand that you are in the same page. Make the devil feel like he's the winner. I mean, sometimes you just have to agree with people just to give yourself unnecessary, just to, stop yourself from having unnecessary headache. And I remember that one time I told her, and my answer was like, yes, girl, I do sleep around with sugar daddy. You know why? Because the last sugar daddy I slept with was your father. Immediately she got shocked and she got confused. And the lady was like, no, I'm going to tell my daddy to come to school. So I crazy. And I was like, you know what? That would be a good opportunity for for your dad to finally introduce to you your stepmom. I mean, imagine stepmom and stepdaughter going to the same school, attending the same grade. How good is that? And it took in that time. That day I came home and I stood in front of the mirror and I told you know what? I was proud of myself. I felt good. I feel like I have won because if I have stood there and shouted at her say all sorts of things, she would have feel like, yeah, I wanted her to be angry and then I got it. In the society we live these days, if you want to live long, like I said, become the better version of yourself. Stand in front of the mirror every day and say to yourself, I'm not going to allow people out there to tell me what to do. I'm not going to allow people out there to transform me into somebody that I never wished to be. I'm not going to allow anybody out there to manipulate me or to make me live up to their own expectation. Rather, I will follow my own expectation. I am ready to make my own mistake. I am ready to face the consequences of my mistake. I am ready to fall and stand up because there's no life without failing. I mean, there's no life without trying. There's no life without going through one or two things. Then, be you for you and do you for you and allow them to speak. When they get tired of speaking, I promise you the chapter will be closed. And then baby girl, baby boy, you move on with your life. Thank you so I love my hair though. Today we are going back to Afro. I have to wash it, but I said, let me sit down and talk and make a video for. I mean, no glasses and glasses. Which one? I feel like I like no glasses though. It makes me feel good, confident. I mean, if not me, who else?